All right, 6, Liu, if you are ready, please follow your teacher. Push in your chairs. Remember to bring all your belongings back to the class.
All right, good afternoon, boys. Today we have invited Officer Amil from Kampong Java Neighborhood Police Center to have a talk with crime prevention. Let's welcome him. Give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to all of you. To the one watching from us in their classroom, good afternoon to all of you. So my name is Amir. I'm from Kampong Java Neighborhood Police Center. We are located less than a kilometer away from your school. We are exactly right beside KK Hospital or Kandang Kebrau Hospital. If you guys know about where Kandang Kebrau Hospital is. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you some of these points. Yeah, how to identify a police officer. Okay, and I have some knowledge on crimes committed by students. What are the common mistakes, common things that are commonly committed by students, such as stealing? Yes, you are correct. And know the consequences of committing such crimes. For example, stealing, what can you do? What will the police do towards you? Yeah, and last but not least, to be able to adopt simple crime preventive measures. So to avoid becoming a victim, let's say your friends ask you to join him to steal something from the school bookshop. What should you do to prevent that from happening? Yeah. Okay, first thing first, how do you identify a police officer? Okay, every uniform police officers in Singapore will be wearing this. This is called a name tag, similar to the one that you have in your school uniform, and also a police staff pass, like what I'm wearing here. Yeah. Can you all see this? Okay, so the name tag and the name on the police staff card, it must be the same. For example, like this. Yeah, if this the name tag says Lee Chin Chun, the police pass will also say Lee Chin Chun. Okay, so what can you see on the police pass here is the first thing you will see the picture of the officer, followed by the name of the officer, and of course the division or the place where the officers work. Yeah. For example, like for myself, I'm from Tanglin Police Division. So the division here will put as E Division. It's in short, it's division, it's in DIV. Yeah. So anyone who approaches you and says that, hey, I'm a police officer, so what must you check? What are the two things that you must check? What is it? Check what? What again? Name tag, correct. The other one is? What? What card is that? Police card, police staff card. So this card and the name tag must be they must have the same name, yeah? But of course, you don't look at them and say that, hey, he's the same name, so he's a police officer. You must also check if the face appear on the card and the person in front of you is the same, huh? Okay? These are the things that you can identify if it's a real police officer or not. Of course, you have officers in uniform. They are carrying, their weapons around them. So later on, I will go to that. What are the weapons or what are the things the equipments that they carry with them while on duty? Yeah. Okay, this is one of the common equipment that all of us know what police officers carry during this is gun. So most of the people will know this as gun, but we call this as sidearm. So this gun will be issued to every police officer on duty. Yeah, they have to carry the sidearms or gun with them all the times whenever they are on duty. So what comes along with this gun? They will issue us with bullets, yes. They will issue us with 10 bullets. So 5 is inside this gun, and 5 is inside our bullet pouch. Yeah. So what can these guns do? These guns are lethal. Yeah. It can injure or cause death to a person. So there are instructions for us. There are situations where we are empowered to use the gun. In what case, in what situation can the police officer actually use a gun on a person? Yeah? Okay, next. Yeah, most of us know this taser as stun gun. Stun gun is a less lethal equipment compared to the gun that you have seen previously, in the previous slide. So this gun is also used by officers when we are affecting or we are arresting someone, okay, or we are protecting ourselves from any person who are violent. This gun, if it's used, it will not cause any death to any person, but it will injure the person. Okay, as you all know, this is handcuffs. Huh? So when do we use handcuffs? Yes. We can only use handcuffs if we are going to, or, you know, like what you say, catch people. Yeah, we will use handcuff. We don't use handcuff on a joke of some other people. We not just tie him over the corner and use handcuff to put him at the side. We can't do that. We can only use handcuff if we are arresting someone, if they do any crime. This is a T-baton. This is also an equipment we use, or now officers are using another baton which is called straight extended baton. It's something like this, but without the side handle. It's just a parallel thing, yeah. So this is also an equipment that officers use to arrest someone or to prevent ourselves being attacked by any violent person. Walkie-talkie. This is very common to use amongst officers. This walkie-talkie is a communication equipment used by officers to talk to another officers. Yeah. Why? Can anyone tell me why couldn't we just use handphone now instead of walkie-talkie? Why? Yeah. By the time you press the number, you dial the number, you do not know whether the other person can receive our call or not. By the time it takes a lot of time. Use this walkie-talkie. So the minute you press on the button here, you can immediately talk to your partner over the other side. So he can be anywhere around you, and you don't even know where is he, but still you can talk to him. So through this walkie-talkie, we deliver important message to our partners, to our supervisors, yeah, through this walkie-talkie. It comes with a microphone here, where we press this button, and we can speak to the other person. Okay, next, some of the police uniform that we have. Most of them, I would say you may not see them before, unless unless you have seen them in officers who don this uniform during National Day Parade, for example. Other than that, most of these officers or uniform here belongs to a specialist department, for example, like Special Operations Command, you have PCG, Police Coast Guard, and of course the police band over here. So the ones that you usually see, the common police officers uniform that you usually see on the roads, driving on a police car, will be this uniform here. Okay, next, some of the police vehicles that you have seen on the road, the common ones that you have seen. This is our police car, patrol car. This is our traffic police patrol motorbike. And of course, we have some other vehicles. Okay, next I want to bring you to a story of Paul and you. So it's during recess time. It took place in the canteen. So what happened was, you and Paul went to the canteen to buy some food. Yeah. So what happened? You saw this left on the table, unattended. No one is looking after it. You saw, oh, there's a wallet with money. You have handphones there. You have some other valuables. Can you take them? Yeah, correct. So if you find anything, any valuables or any belongings doesn't belong to you, please return it to the general office and they will contact or they will call who does these items belongs to. So what if, can you take this wallet, can you take this money from the wallet and leave the wallet back into the pouch here? Yes, that's stealing. Even if you don't. But if you choose to take the money and leave the wallet back into the pouch, that is also considered stealing. So, like I said, don't take any of the valuables, even though you think that, take a bit, doesn't matter. But it doesn't work that way, boys. Please remember, you should not take any valuables that doesn't belong to you. See what happened? He's tempted to take the things. So what if your friend said, or what if Paul said to you and say, hey, let's take some of the money, then we split between us, we share lah. No, inside there's $10, you take $5, I take $5. Can you do it? Can you say, okay, let's share the money? Then what should you tell Paul? That's stealing, okay. So, boys, remember, if you are with your friends, and your friends tells you that, for example, let's say you are in a bookshop, your friends tells you, hey, let's steal some eraser, let's steal some pencils. Okay, what should you tell him or her? Or what should you tell him? Yes, that's stealing. So you should tell him, he should not do it. It's stealing. So what must you do after that? You don't call 991. 991. What is the police number in Singapore? 999. It's not 991. Huh? Okay, you should tell your friend stealing is a crime. So what must you do? You must bring him out. You must tell him that stealing is a crime. You must convince him. Bring him out from the bookshop. For example, what if he said that, never mind, you go first. You go out first. I'll still want a pencil. How must you do? Tell the teacher. Yeah. You must inform your teachers immediately. Okay? If you know your friend is going to steal something, after telling him he still wants to continue stealing, you must walk away from it. Quickly tell your teacher. Okay? Please don't be there when he steals, Because if the boy is caught stealing, and teachers know that you know that he's going to steal and you did nothing, you will also be in trouble. Am I clear about that? So if he's going to steal, walk away. After telling him he still wants to continue, walk away. Quickly tell the teachers. Okay? Wow, what happens if you are arrested? Yeah, you see, you will go to jail. So if you are caught stealing in Singapore, you will be sent to jail for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years is a very long time, Yeah, and inside the jail, you got no iPad, you got no handphones, you got no Minecraft, you got no games for you to play. You get to eat, but you eat very basic food. You got no McDonald's there, you got no KFCs there. So what can it do? What are the effects that it can do to someone who is been sent to a prison? See, he brings shames to your family and your loved ones. You lose your personal freedom. You cannot go out anywhere. You'll be spending the next 3 years inside a prison. Yeah, all around you is just concrete walls. It's nothing. And you will have this, most importantly, is criminal record. So this criminal record will be with you throughout your life. So imagine if you're looking for a job, you have a criminal record of stealing. So it will look very, very bad on you. So please be mindful of. Where do you sleep? You sleep on the floor. You sleep on the cement. No mattress, no nothing, no pillow. Okay, what next? Okay, how do you prevent yourself from becoming a victim of theft? So what can you do? What can you do to prevent yourself from not becoming a victim of theft? Let's say it's your birthday. Your parent bought you a new iPad, a new game console. Can be a Nintendo DS, for example. Should you bring it to school and show to your friends? So where do you keep this game or this iPad? At home, Don't ever bring any valuables to school and show it off to your friend. Because you will never know if some other people are looking at it and there are plans of stealing it from you. Do you bring large amount of money to school also? So if you have any big amount of money, keep it at school. Bring just enough for you to spend during recess time, okay? And help one another to look after each other's belongings. Let's say you are sitting with your friends need to leave the place to buy some food. If he leaves any belongings on the table, help him to look after his items until he returns back to the table, okay? Like I said earlier, always say no. If your friend say, hey, come, let's steal. Say what? You must tell him no. Okay? Don't join them. Yes, correct. Don't join them. There, if a friend tries to get you to steal, to join him to steal something, or he will tell you that, hey, I go and steal, you help me stand at the door there and look out for any teachers that is coming. Can you do that? Remember what I said earlier. If you know your friend is going to steal something, after telling him not to do so, if he continues to away from it and quickly tell our teachers. This is very common nowadays in Singapore. So what happened? Let's say you are staying with your grandparents at home while your mommy and daddy are working. So one day, your grandmother or your grandfather receive a call and say that, hey, I have kidnapped your son. I have kidnapped Paul, for example. Okay? And the person that make the call wants a sum of money from your grandmother, from your parent, in order to release you back. So what must he do? Call 999. Quickly hang up the phone. You tell your parent, you tell your grandparents, any time if they receive that kind of call, quickly hang up the phone. Okay? Tell your parents to call the school and to check with the teachers if you are still in school or not. Okay? Don't pay the money. Don't pay the money to the person that making the call. It is a ransom. It's a scam. This is what you should tell your grandparent and your parents. Call the police immediately at 999, not 991, 999. Okay? To report the case even if the safety of your loved one has been confirmed. Even if after calling you in school and say, yeah, this Paul is at school, he's having remedial, still report the case to the police, okay? So you tell your grandparent and your whoever received the call at that time, yeah, to provide this detail. What are the things that was said by the caller? Does the caller sounds a Mandarin speaking caller, a Malay speaking caller? And what are the things that he said? Where is the money going to be paid, the location, the time, and any of the phone numbers provided by the caller. All this must be given to the police if you're lodging a police report. Okay, so apart from this, what are the things that are commonly committed by the students? What about vandalism? You all like to scratch things on the table, on the chairs. You see something, you go there, scratch. Can you do that? So all these items all these furnitures that you're sitting on it, you are using it, it belongs to the government. Can you do something about it? Can you just take a knife or a pencil and scribble something on it? No, please bear in mind, it's a different thing between mischief and vandalism. Vandalism is the caning, He'll send you to prison and cane you. Can? And what about fighting? Can you all fight or not? In school? Please, like I said, no fighting in school. You know of anyone plan to attack your friend, please inform the teachers quickly, okay? And no using of bad language to your friends. I receive a lot of complaints that some of the students here are using bad language towards their friends. And stop and do not call names. Do not call your friends' names. It's an offense in Singapore. Okay, you don't call someone, for example, you don't call someone your friend as fatty, that kind of thing. Please do not do it. If the boy reports the case to the police will start looking after you. Okay? Can? Are you all clear? Okay, that's all for my talk today. Thank you so much for attending this talk. Hope you all have a great day. Thank you.
Okay, boys, can we thank the Kampong Java NPC again? Can we give them a round of applause? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, then for the boys in class, for the P4 and P5 boys, you can start your survey now. Then the P6 boys, you can have the time with your form and co-form teachers. Okay, thank you. Okay, Anthony, you can just